Netanyahu heads to New York for UNGA. Abbas urges the UN to back a timetable for Palestinian statehood. Fatah and Hamas agree to cede control of Gaza to unity government. And Bill and Hillary Clinton get their first grandchild. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News, the top stories for September 28. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu set off for New York this morning, where he will address the UN General Assembly. Our diplomatic correspondent Herb Canon spoke to us just before takeoff about what the Prime Minister is expected to achieve during his visit.
It'll be interesting. I mean, in the past, where the Palestinians might have been the focus of this type of visit, this time it's not necessarily the case. You know, you got the U.S. involvement in Syria, the attacks on ISIS. I think that's going to take up a lot of the time as well. The first thing he's doing today when he lands is he's having a meeting with the Indian Prime Minister, which is the first time that the two Prime Ministers have met in 11 years, which is a significant thing. I think it shows that India now is going to agree to higher profile ties with Israel. And then tomorrow is the main address at the UN General Assembly, which is the reason he's going, in which he's going to try to refute Abu Mazen's speech and also talk about Iran and ISIS. And then on Wednesday, of course, is the meeting with the President, U.S. President Barack Obama, which will be the second meeting this year.
PA President Mahmoud Abbas gave his address to the UN General Assembly on Friday, in which he described Israel as genocidal and urged the UN to back a timetable for Palestinian statehood.
السيدات والسادة، باسم فلسطين وشعبها أؤكد هنا اليوم لن ننسى ولن نغفر ولن نسمح بأن يفلت مجرمو الحرب من العقاب. وأؤكد أمامكم أن الشعب الفلسطيني متمسك بحقه المشروع في الدفاع عن نفسه أمام آلة الحرب الإسرائيلية، ومتمسك بحقه المشروع في مقاومة الاحتلال العنصري الاستيطاني الإسرائيلي.
Abbas said that without a firm timetable in place to end the Israeli presence in Gaza and the West Bank, there is no value in continuing peace talks. In what appears to be a new phase in the Palestinian diplomatic drive for unilateral recognition of statehood, Abbas said that he would seek the approval of the Security Council for a draft resolution that establishes a timetable for independence. Meanwhile, Hamas and Fatah announced that they had reached an agreement to allow the PA government to operate in the Gaza Strip. The announcement came on Thursday after 2 days of reconciliation talks between the two parties in Cairo. Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh lauded the agreement on Friday.
وأنا أعتقد بأن التفاهمات اللي حصلت بين فتح وحماس أمس بالقاهرة تشكل مظلة وتشكل توافقا فلسطينيا على الثوابت وعلى الحقوق وعلى المصالحة الوطنية الفلسطينية، على رفع الحصار، على إعادة الإعمار في قطاع غزة، على تسهيل عمل حكومة التوافق الوطني، وأن تتحمل حكومة التوافق الوطني مسؤوليتها الكاملة في الضفة الغربية وفي قطاع غزة.
Hamas and Fatah leaders said the agreement calls for the PA government, headed by Rami Hamdallah, to immediately assume its responsibilities in Gaza. Palestinian sources said the deal allows the PA to take control over the border crossings in the Strip, including the Rafah terminal. And Chelsea Clinton announced over the weekend that she had given birth to a baby girl, giving former US President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton their first grandchild. In a Twitter post, the new mother said that her and her husband, investment banker Mark Mosvinsky, were full of love, awe and gratitude as they celebrated the birth of their daughter Charlotte. Mosvinsky is Jewish, while Clinton was raised Methodist, and their wedding ceremony was officiated by both a minister and a rabbi, lending to speculation that the baby could have an interfaith upbringing. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.